Today is Friday, July 2nd. In fact, it is Big Friday. 3 to 5 singles on the Snatch, the Clean and Jerk. And then now that I'm here at 24 and I'm not on a 2-hour time limit, I had time to do Panda Pulls, pull-ups, and some core. And I started off these snatches facing the mirror that they have here in front of these platforms because there was somebody at the gym who was kind of bothered apparently by me and Aaron putting our tripods, you can see Aaron right there in the back left corner, putting our tripods sort of in the middle of the 2 rows of platforms. And so since this is the angle that like I want/need, I couldn't really do anything other than turn around and face the mirror. And it felt very weird, almost disorienting, because I'm used to having like a point of fixation to like always look at in front of me while I'm, snatching and clean and jerking, and I've never had a mirror in front of me before. And it just felt weird because like the thing that I was trying to fixate on was also moving. But at the same time, even though it did feel really weird, I also felt like I was moving really well. Maybe that didn't have anything to do with mirror. Maybe it was just because it was light. But in any case, it was weird, but also kind of nice. I feel like if I were to get used to it, it could really help me. But when I had the opportunity to, when I had the opportunity to actually put my tripod in the middle, I knew that like not facing the mirror would be better for me because it's not like I'll have access to a mirror at a meet or anything like that. And so with that 135, it looks like I actually cut out a little bit of it because it was like supposed to be a hang power, a hang, and then a full, whereas that one only showed the hang, but or hang full and then full. But I think maybe I think part of why I missed at 135 might have been because the adjustment from having the mirror to not. And then after that missed 135, I took it again. I just, for some reason, it didn't record. But yeah, I kind of goofed up, but then I fixed it and then moved on. And so, yeah, that was my first set. I think, I feel like I have all of the pieces to the puzzle. I just need to be more consistent at putting them all together, if that makes any sense. So like, I feel like my main issue is just trying to catch it and trying to catch it too low, as well as that right there, timing. I'm like always sort of going back and forth between being patient and like taking too long to actually turn over and being too early. And so that third set was an example of me being too early with my timing. And so I've been on both ends of the spectrum before, and I've also had reps where I've nailed the timing. So it's just a matter of getting the timing consistent. And then, so that was my most solid rep, which was actually one more than I was supposed to do. But that 5th set, I feel like I would have nailed had I been better about sort of actively pushing up against the bar versus trying to dive under and catch it. If I had done that, it would have been really solid because it did feel really solid positionally in like the first and second pull. My back angle stays the same and like I stay over the bar. My extension is pretty vertical. And so that's why I decided, I was like, okay, I think I could try again for a 6th set and then nail it. And so, it wasn't perfect, obviously, because I did step forward a little bit. But I think from today's reps, I, sort of confirmed with myself that, at this point, it's just a matter of putting the pieces together and being more consistent with, finding the right balance between patience and being, finding the right balance of patience yeah, I don't really know how to word this. I'm struggling with my English here, but the timing is really important, and actively pushing myself up, actively pushing up against the bar. There we go. Okay. Sorry, English is hard, and I am not good at English. But yeah, so that's how snatches went. Just got to put the pieces together and make it more consistent. And then with these clean and jerks, my clean and jerks were actually pretty solid today. Cleans were, no problem, easy as usual. Some of these warm-ups, though, there was, the hip problem is not going to fix itself overnight. It's just a matter of, taking little steps. But there were some warm-ups here and there where there was a hefty / egregious amount of hip movement, which was not great, but it is what it is. And then here was 225, my second to last warm-up, and I was very clumsy today. But so on Wednesday, I hit hang clean plus split jerks at 105 kilos, which is about 235, which is not that far off from 225, but 105 on Wednesday felt way harder than 225 did. So I was like, okay, I could probably have a good day today. But then 240, you could see, I didn't count it as a fail, but my elbows were a little soft, and I think it had a lot to do with the fact that it went very, very forward. And the same sort of thing happened. The same sort of thing happens here on this first set. It goes very forward, and then I catch it with soft elbows, and I press it out. And that was more egregious than the one before, and so that's why I didn't count it. But then, so here I'm thinking a little bit more about. I'm like, okay, the hip problem still exists. It's not something, I'm trying to fix it obviously every day, and it does get a little bit better and better, I think. But given that it's going to go a little bit forward, I can try to push it back instead of trying to push in the direction that the bar is going. And so I think that sort of counterbalance between me sending the bar forward with my drive and me pushing back made the bar go straight. And so that second set felt really solid. And then for some reason, my set 3 didn't record. I have no idea why. Yeah, and then that set 4 also felt solid, same idea. And there is Aaron. But yeah, the third set, though, interestingly, I made it, I guess, but I did this thing where I attempted the jerk twice, the first attempt, I guess, if you want to call it. I went in for the dip, but then I immediately felt myself going too low and my hips moving, so I stopped myself and then gave myself another attempt to try to jerk it, and then I made that jerk, and it was a pretty solid jerk. But what Aaron told me was that probably would not have counted as a make in competition, because I can sort of bounce however many times I want to get my grip set and whatnot, but if you dip with the intention of jerking and then you stop or give up, then that at that point already counts as a fail. So I probably would have not gotten that in a competition, but now that I know that, I can avoid doing that moving forward. And if I'm gonna if I'm going in for the jerk, I just have to commit. But yeah, I counted as a training make, and then did my fourth set, and then that ended up being my third solid make, and so I was like, okay, I can call it here. Then I moved on to Panda Pulls, which I actually had time for this time around because, again, not in that 2-hour limit / time slot. And I hadn't done these in a while, but the main things I was thinking about was getting my elbows high / staying tall, maintaining constant upward tension. I don't know why this video does not have audio. I don't know why. I feel like my phone today with recording videos was just kind of screwing up and acting really weird. I would film videos and they wouldn't save in the camera roll, but I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, high elbows, staying tall, and constant upward tension. And those are the things that I think I need to focus on both in the Panda Pull, but also in the snatch, like making sure I maintain control of the bar after I extend. But yeah, pretty solid day.